Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna be going over how much engagement you need to go viral on TikTok. Make sure you guys stick around for the end of the video because I'm gonna be sharing with you TikTok's latest algorithm update and how you can increase the amount of engagement that you're getting. Because trust me, with their new algorithm update, it matters more than ever before. And if you're seeing a decrease in views right now, I have a really good feeling that that is exactly why. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Robert Benjamin, and my mission is simple. I wanna help you grow a following on social media and make money online. Over the past year, I've had a ton of success on TikTok, and right now I have the #1 YouTube channel dedicated to helping you grow your TikTok. If the proof that just popped up on the screen wasn't enough, then why don't you go search on YouTube for best TikTok hashtags or best time to post on TikTok or even TikTok algorithm and tell me who keeps showing up. Also, you could go check out my Instagram story highlights. I have a ton of success stories. I answer every comment below and all of my DMs on Instagram, so if you have any questions at any point in this video, make sure you leave a comment below or hit me up on Instagram after. I'm telling you, you've never seen another creator before that tries to bring as much value to their audience as I do and engages with as many people as possible. Before I dive into the video though, I did want to take another moment and say thank you to everybody that has signed up for the private TikTok engagement group. We had a really good Q&A live stream today. Everybody that signed up for my recommendations package, everybody that signed up for the mentorship program. I appreciate you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for the support. And if you guys want to learn more about that, you could go to the link in my description below. But first, let's get through this video because I think I'll be able to answer a lot of your questions. So short and simple, you need 30% engagement on TikTok now to go viral. And if you don't know what engagement is, don't worry, I'm gonna be explaining that in a couple seconds. But first, I did wanna say, yeah, you're gonna see posts that go viral that don't have 30% engagement. But if you want to go viral, you need to be striving for and achieving 30% engagement. Yeah, you could have a random video go viral with only 10% engagement, but guess what? It's not gonna consistently happen if you're only getting 10%. You need to be hitting that 30% mark. So I don't wanna hear anybody in the comments below say, oh, I have a video with 10% that's going viral, this, that, the other, because this just recently happened. You guys need to be getting 30%. And honestly, it's just kind of best practice overall that you guys should be striving to increase your engagement. I get 30% on the majority of my videos, and I still strive to make every single video better and better to get more engagement. I look at so many accounts and I see the same exact thing over and over again. They had a video that went viral, or I see the YouTube comments or my Instagram DMs. They had a video that went viral 2 to 3 weeks ago or a month ago, got 500K, a million, 1.5 million, whatever the case is, only 10% engagement. And then they come to me saying, hey, Rob, what's happening? Like, my videos aren't going viral anymore. What's going on? Well, what happened was the TikTok algorithm changed, and now, yes, you need 30% or higher. I'm not saying that's a requirement, but 9 out of 10 times a viral video is gonna have 30% or higher engagement. Back then, you only needed 10%, but now you need 30%. The reason that your videos keep flopping, Timmy, and they're not growing and they're not getting the same amount of views as they used to is because you're getting nowhere near the amount of engagement that you used to. Needless to say, the TikTok algorithm changed and your content didn't change to keep up with it. Now you can do two things if this happened to you. One, you could sit there, cry about it, get depressed and say, ooh, what's going on? Why is this happening to me? Or you can not get bitter and start getting better and start making better content. I mean, think about it. The good news is you're watching this video right now and now you're aware of it and can come up with a solution, which I'm gonna give you in a little bit, for how you can increase your engagement. If you hadn't watched this video, well, guess what? You probably would have been in a pretty bad situation and feeling really bad about yourself and would probably think that you're terrible. You're not terrible, just that your content's terrible, and you can fix that. And yes, the more followers you have, it's way easier to get higher engagement. That is why I recommend for everybody with under 5,000 followers, you need to be liking and commenting, or sorry, you need to be following and liking, commenting every single person that likes and comments on your videos. The reason is they're gonna remember who you are. The next time you post, they're gonna double tap that, they're gonna comment, they're gonna follow the directions that you give because they remember who you are and now you have a more notable face. This is how you guys build a fan base. You don't build a fan base by getting 500K views or a million views, getting a couple thousand followers from it. No, that's not how you build a fan base. You build a fan base by interacting with people. That's why people are on social media. They're not on social media to say, oh, look, this person's video went viral. Let me follow them and listen to everything that they say. That's not how it works. People want to interact with people that are interacting with them. That means following them when they like or comment on their stuff, or going and liking and commenting on their stuff. Like if you're a small creator right now and you're not banned right now from following people back, and I don't mean permanently banned, I mean TikTok's telling you that you're following people back too fast, well then guess what? You're not doing the right job. So for those of you that are wondering what engagement is, it really comes down to two things. One, your watch time, and then secondly, how many likes, shares, comments, and follows you get. Now, when I talk about needing 30% engagement, what I'm saying is your likes plus your shares plus your comments divided by your views need to be over 30%. As far as watch time, ideally you want 10 seconds of watch time in order to go viral. That is why I recommend, and most videos that go viral are 11 to 17 seconds long. Anything shorter than that, it's too easy to to get watch time, and that's exactly why your videos don't go viral. Anything longer than that, it's just really hard to get a lot of watch time on it because your video is probably not that good. There's probably not a good hook. It's probably not something keeping people watching, and that's exactly why it's not going viral. The reason for this is TikTok wants to push out content that's gonna keep people on the app, and this is exactly why they recently changed their algorithm. So I'm sure you guys have noticed this. You've seen a decrease in views, a decrease in engagement, and the reason being is that TikTok is not pushing your stuff to the For You page because they changed their algorithm. Now they changed their algorithm because a couple weeks ago, not that many people were on TikTok. So guess what they did? They made a ton of people get famous real quick, get a ton of followers. You could go viral with only 10% engagement. Now there's a ton of people on the app because nobody's at school, nobody's at work, and the app has really gone mainstream now. I'm sure plenty of you can remember when you used to get made fun of for being on TikTok or for having followers on TikTok. Now I'm sure people praise you and ask you, hey man, you were right about TikTok. You know, how'd you get so many followers? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? I know it's happening to me. I'm sure it's happening to you guys. And that is exactly what's going on with TikTok. That's why they've changed their algorithm, because now they need videos to have higher engagement in order to get pushed out. The reason being, it's just a measure for, oh, this is a good video. I need to show this to these people to keep them on the app. Because if they would have continued to only push content with 10% engagement, well then guess what? Nobody would stay on the app, and all these new people coming onto the app would be like, oh, this thing's crap. I'm getting off of here. And that is exactly why a ton of people are seeing a slowdown in their growth in followers, because their old videos that were going viral with only 10% engagement, now they stopped those videos from trending. I'm sure a ton of you guys have been facing this, and that is why you're struggling to get views, followers, likes, and comments now. But don't worry, I have a solution for you. A couple of things that you could do a little differently. First, you need to be making only trending content. If I look at one more person's account and they're just making original content or content that was clearly posted from Instagram or YouTube, listen to me. That's the reason that your views are not taking off on TikTok, because you're making content that looks nothing like the popular content on TikTok. Secondly, your videos don't have a good hook. Guys, you need a great hook in the beginning of your videos. That's why I start my videos off with double tap if this, or a good transition, or a loud bang noise, or something crazy like I want to challenge you guys. You need a really good hook in your video. You got to be hooking in that viewer. I'm not saying it has to hook in everybody, but it needs to be hooking in a lot of people that are going to be scrolling through their For You page. Because the same thing as my YouTube thumbnails and titles having to be good, if the first 1 second, 1.5 seconds of your TikTok isn't good, nobody's ever going to watch it. You may have made the best TikTok in the world, but if the first 1 second was terrible, well then guess what? Nobody is ever gonna find out about it. Seriously, you could have had Jesus come through your ceiling into your TikTok, and if nobody knew about it, if the first second wasn't good, well then nobody is ever gonna find out. And this goes for big and small creators. I recently, in the past couple days, had somebody sign up for the mentorship program. They had 90,000 followers, and they signed up with the one thing that they wanted fixed. Rob, I'm seeing a huge decrease in views. What can I do? And you wouldn't believe it, but this person, I was able to solve their problem in 30 minutes. I looked at their old videos. Their old videos had a great hook, were trending, were incredibly relatable. They had success. They got to 90,000 followers, and they started veering away from that, making original content with terrible hooks and not relatable at all, and then their views started to decrease. I sent them a program and a plan for how they could get their account back on track, and guess what? That person is over 300,000 followers now. They literally tripled their amount of followers in a couple days. In 3 days, they tripled their amount of followers because they had 3 videos go viral, each of them gaining them a ton of followers. And seriously, the only thing that they needed to change, because again, they had a good follower base, which is why that they were able to recover so quickly and gain that many followers that quickly, but their hook was terrible, their content wasn't relatable anymore, and it just wasn't good piece of content. Their old piece of content were horrible. Now, I know that you guys might not have 90,000 followers and you guys might not experience that explosive growth after implementing this, but I guarantee that if you guys start creating better hooks for your content, incentivizing engagement, and focusing on trending content, you guys are gonna see a turnaround in the views that you've currently been seeing. It also goes to show that it doesn't matter how many followers you have. If your video is not good quality video with a really good hook in the beginning, in today's environment on TikTok, nobody's ever gonna see it, nobody's ever gonna get the chance to engage with it. So now naturally, your next question is gonna be, great Rob, I got a great hook, it's relatable, how do I get higher engagement? So here is exactly what you need to do to get higher engagement in your video. You need to be asking people for engagement. Yes, that's right, straight up asking people for it. You need to ask them for it, you need to incentivize it, you need to influence it. You know why the hold your breath challenges do so well? Because I'm telling you that you can't do it. That brings out the ego in a human being something, makes them want to do it, and then I have them do something which gets a ton of watch time. Once they're engaged with it, once they start to do it, they're hooked in, they're not gonna stop. Nobody is gonna stop that video in the middle of holding their breath and say that they lost, especially after I just called them out and said that only 1% of the population can do it. The other thing is, at the end of that video, I ask you to follow, like, comment, and share. Guess what that just did? That got 4 pieces of engagement out of a single post. So guess what? I really only need like every 2 people that see that post, or if I had 10 people view that post, I really only need 5 people to go with it, engage with it, and then guess what? I have more engagement than you could ever imagine. The same exact thing with the coronavirus post or the double tap if post. This is a huge piece of advice for you guys. You guys need to be putting double tap if in the beginning of your video with whatever you want afterwards. So like double tap this video if this video is relating, or double tap if you can relate, or double tap if the coronavirus sucks. You can make it whatever you want, but it needs to have double tap and then whatever that's gonna get somebody to like it. You can also do double tap and comment below if said thing. You guys need to be mixing all of these different things in. It could come in the beginning, it could come in the end. If it does come at the end, make sure it's a really good hook in the beginning, but that's exactly how you can incentivize and ask for engagement. And I'm not saying those are the only ways, those are just good ways to do it. And when you're doing this, because I look at so many people's accounts, and a lot of you guys are trying to implement these tips, and a lot of you guys are really failing because you're not following one simple direction. And that is, you're putting the text up on the screen, you're putting something in your description, and those 2 things don't line up. Guys, you need to be reinforcing the 2 things within your screen, within your text, within your description, within your text. They need to be reinforcing each other. If they're totally different, well then guess what? That's why it's not working. If one of them says one thing, the other thing says the other, people don't know what to do. You need to be telling them to do the same exact thing, both the text in the video and the description. Another thing, if you are gonna make a video over 17 seconds long, you guys need to make sure that you have hooks throughout the entire video. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but in my YouTube channel, I keep telling you about what is coming next, or I'll hold something out and not give you the full answer, and then, you know, extend it to later in the video. The reason is that just like TikTok, and I'm only telling you this because TikTok's the same exact thing as YouTube, except the algorithm's a little different on YouTube, but it really depends on watch time. So when you guys watch more of my video and longer of my video, YouTube promotes my video more. It's the same exact thing on TikTok. So if you're gonna make a TikTok over 17 seconds, you need to make sure that you're keep hooking people in with pattern interrupts, with giving them curiosity, with asking them a question, with telling them to do something. Like, the reason that telling somebody to comment below or do something like that works so well is because they go to comment below and they're still watching the video, and it increases the amount of watch time that they're getting. And now you guys are really starting to get into the psychology and the mental side of creating content. It's not just as easy as copying what somebody else did or improving something. You guys need to look at this as a huge psychology thing, because at the end of the day, that's what it really is. And I don't say this to you guys to say like, oh, manipulate people or do this or do that. I'm just saying you need to influence people and push them in the right direction, and that people actually at the end of the day like are pretty easy to tell them to do this, to do that, and to influence these things, as long as you're following up and providing value. Like, I might be extending the video out or saying something and then saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna tell you about this later on, but it's just providing people more value. You need to do it in a way that's providing people more value, not in a way that's tricking people or deceiving them in some kind of way. So now that you guys know that, hopefully you guys are all gonna watch my entire YouTube videos every time I post a new one. No, but seriously, that's the psychology that goes into making content, making good content, and making viral content and increasing that engagement. For those of you guys that are unhappy with your growth and you guys want to join the private TikTok engagement group, you want to get my recommendations, you want to join the mentorship program, I linked out to that in the description below. For those of you that aren't interested in that and just want to get more free content on YouTube about growing on TikTok, I also linked out to that below. I have a playlist with everything that you could ever ask for, right? The best time to post, how to go viral, how to get followers. This one's about how to get more engagement. I have so many things, hashtag strategies, everything that you could ever ask for on TikTok. I've made YouTube content about it, so make sure you guys go check that out in the link in the description below. Also, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy during these times. Can't wait to see you guys next time.